Have you wondered what it could look like reading 50 books in a single year? Well, I read that and buckle up. I'm gonna break all the lessons that I learned reading from these kind of books. These kind of books. The reading can't be easy for somebody like me. Bro, there's not a single image in this whole book. How do you guys read that so much? Actually, this was a big turn off for me. But I tried some techniques and all the ways that I could find by scraping the YouTube or even the articles on the Google. I asked AI, I watched a bunch of videos, I read a lot of articles, and I came to a conclusion that it is possible and there's a thing called as speed reading. But that's a topic for another video. As for this one, first up, habits. You probably heard that habits either make or break you. Books like Atomic Habits by James Clear reveal that small habits and small consistent actions leads to a massive results. To be honest, it's not about willpower, it's about tricking yourself into doing those actions that can either break you or make you, called as habit. This could trick you to make you eat that one apple to keep you away from the doctor rather than eating those junk foods. And here's the deal. Habit is like the compound interest of self-improvement. Whereas you put money in the bank and watch it grow, or either you invest in stocks or bonds and crypto or whatever and watching it grow. While in habits, you are investing in yourself, seeing yourself grow. I think you are trying to do things that you love or sometimes you don't love. Like in my case, it was reading books. There is a 2 minutes rule that you can implement. If a thing that is requiring only 2 minutes, do it anyway. Because it is like a sneaky way or a habit to indulge yourself into bigger habits. Let's say if you want to write a book, then you can start it by writing 2 minutes a daily. And you will never know, you will become J.K. Rowling's. Or at least you will have a draft ready. Another thing called as habit stacking, where you stack one habit on the top of another habit. Let's say if you go to gym daily and you want to do cardio, but you are skipping the cardio because everybody hates the cardio. You can have a 15-minute quick session of cardio right after the gym. One last thing before we move on to the next one. Habits is not about perfection, it's about the progress you make. If you skip a habit one day, then don't stress over it, you can just continue it from the next day. You can treat it like a meal. If you skip a meal, that you don't just stop eating, right? You just don't stop eating. Or maybe some of you do stop eating. But if that's the reason, then you have to go and see some psychiatrist if that's the thing for you. But that's not the point for me. But what concerns me is the next point. And the second lesson is embracing failure. From the book called as Lean Startup, the message is clear. Failure is not the opposite of success. Rather, it is that awkward dance that you have to get through to reach that point. And for better understanding, think of it like as Batman, that he must have fallen from the stairs in the Batcave, but still he manages to save Gotham. With each fall, there comes a great power to save the Gotham. Failure is like playing a game. You die at some point, then you respawn and do the checkpoint and the mission. And in that process, in that gameplay, if you die once again, then you have to respawn back in that same checkpoint and have to continue, like in the simple terms. Remember Mario? He have to fall into a lot of pitches to save the princess. And don't even get me started on how many times Luke Skywalker messed up before he finally became the Jedi. Let's get real. If you're not failing, then you're not trying enough hard. Think of it like a superhero. Same origin story with the same epic failure. Like Spider-Man, he gets bitten by a radioactive spider and he have to find out his own superpowers. But unfortunately, Uncle Ben dies in every multiverse scenario. Like he is the nexus being of the scenario, but there's a talk for another video. Let's just focus on failure. Take Steve Jobs or maybe Elon Musk, that Cybertruck failure. It was quite an embarrassing moment. So next time you fail, don't throw in the towel. Throw in the laundry and grab a new one. Because you are getting started, right? Be like Rocky Balboa. He didn't win every fight, but he stood up after every fall. And that's really what matters. Number third and the last one is time. Time is like the most valuable asset out there. Prioritize deep focused work and say goodbye to those endless scrolls that just ruin your day and make your work hours look extremely long. And to be honest, who doesn't want to end their work as quick as possible and want to spend their rest day chilling and just watching maybe Netflix or playing Ghost of Tsushima? Like I just ended it. 100% achieved platinum in there. So Who doesn't want to play Ghost of Tsushima, right? On a serious note, if you're spending your time scrolling through Instagram and if you're that guy, even Thanos can't snap away all the time that you have passed away. But what you can do is turn that procrastination section into productivity section. Like you can do in couple of ways. In Pomodoro technique, you do around 25 minutes of the work and after that you switch to 5 minutes of break. Think of like it small tiny vacations you can experience after every work sprint that you perform 5 to 5 minutes. Who knew tomatoes would boost your productivity? And let's not forget about the classic to-do list where you list all your necessary actions and events that you need to perform during the day, and once you are going down the list, then you can do a thing, add a level up. Similar in the games where you are level 1, level 2 up to level 50 or level 60 like in Elden Rings where you have to upgrade your character, you can defeat certain bosses. Similar to that, here you can do a to-do list and with certain level ups, once you have completed all the tasks, then you can unlock a productivity master achievement. So to summarize it up, time is the most valuable currency out there. Even if you have wasted a lot of time, even Time Stone Coke wouldn't be able to bring all of that back. So next time whenever you are on phone, be sensible and make a sane decision if that's worth it to spend all the time you got left. I don't know how much are we gonna leave, but you got the point. Damn man, not make any dark jokes. Oh, you heard that? Like. So guys, that was it, and I don't know how many of you are still watching there at the end because the CTR of my videos are pretty bad. I don't know how many are there, but whoever are there, brother, sister, whoever you are, if you have reached this point of the video, then do leave a comment and subscribe. Hit that bell icon, like you and just smash that thing. Like you can do that shit, but you got my point. If you are still watching this video at the very end.